nearly a year. The big bird had been spotted across Broome County, dodging capture and raising eyebrows. But this week, wildlife officials managed to safely round up the adventurous bird. Now off the streets and out of the headlines, the bird has settled into its new forever home at a local zoo, where it's already becoming a fan favorite. Guess you could say after a year of running wild, it's finally weighing it in peace. And that's where we end Caribbean Week in Review. Join us again next week when we recap the stories making headlines across the region. I'm Renee Sion.
Beautiful, talented, and outstanding ladies. 6 categories to determine 1 crown. From Abaco, Bimini, Cat Island, New Providence, Long Island, Exuma, Maguana, San Salvador, and Paradise Island. It's the 2025 Miss Teen Universe Bahamas Pageant. Get your tickets today. Preliminaries Friday, April 25th at the Atlantis Theater, Paradise Island. $45 at eventbrite.com. And the grand finale Sunday, April 27th, also at the Atlantis Theater. Tickets $65 at bahamaseTickets.com. A special guest appearance all the way from India, the reigning Miss Teen Universe. It's a night that's set to be spectacular. Miss Teen Universe Bahamas 2025. Don't you miss it.
Your home is your sanctuary. The last thing you need to worry about is rodents. Once they enter your property, they can be tough to get out. If you're concerned about rodents, call Rent-A-Kill Initial. We offer the latest, most effective treatment for safe, fast, and long-lasting results. From prevention to elimination, our integrated approach guarantees protection. For rodent control you can trust, there's only one name in the Bahamas. Rent-A-Kill Initial.
Government House. I'm Regis Cartwright. This is ZNS.
Is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Here's a look at tonight's top stories.
A boating incident leaves 1 man dead. A local pastor reflects on the spiritual significance of Good Friday. And volunteer firefighters in Abaco highlight dedication to community safety and fire management.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Raven Davis. Thank you so much for tuning in. A boating expedition turning tragic in Grand Bahama Friday afternoon after a small vessel carrying 3 men capsized, leaving 1 dead and 2 hospitalized. Our Matthew Motomboro was at the scene and filed details in tonight's top story.
Here at the Freeport Harbor, shortly after 1 p.m., police received reports about a capsized vessel. Authorities say the small vessel, which was about 15 feet in length, had 3 male occupants on board. Tragically, one of them had been confirmed dead.
The 3rd male, retrieved from waters, unresponsive. EMS attended to scene as well, like I said, and they would examine this male and found no signs of life belonging to deceased on scene. Like I said, this matter is active investigation, and as soon as we have more information, we will come to the press. Also, on autopsy, must be done to determine the exact cause of his death at this time.
As for the other 2 male occupants, police officials confirmed that they are in stable condition.
Officers responded, along with EMS. Of course, the Harbor Marine section responded. They've recovered 2 adult males with minor injuries who were later transported to the hospital for medical attention.
In the aftermath of the incident, police have launched a full investigation into the circumstances surrounding the vessel's capsize and the cause of death. Authorities are once again reminding the public to take all necessary safety precautions when heading out to sea. That includes ensuring that life vests and all safety equipment are on board. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Matthew Martinborough.
Thanks, Matthew. Our hearts go out to the family. Meantime, Good Friday is often marked by a public holiday filled with traditional meals like fish and hot cross buns. But for those of the Christian faith, it holds a much deeper meaning, recognized as the solemn day Jesus Christ was crucified and died on the cross for the sins of humanity. Our Matthew Martinborough sat down with Pastor Dr. Elvis Burrows to reflect on the true significance of the day in this report.
Many look at Good Friday on their calendars and are excited for many reasons. For some, it's a day off from school and work, and for others, a day filled with fish and hot cross bun pastries. However, in the Christian faith, it is a day recognized and known as the day Jesus Christ was crucified, fulfilling a prophecy as a testament of his everlasting love. Speaking with the senior pastor at Central Zion Baptist Church, Reverend Dr. Elvis Burrows, he says the perseverance displayed by our Lord and Savior can be applied into our daily lives and our struggles.
Maybe some of us are going through grief and sorrow because of the loss of loved ones. Maybe we are burying our loved ones the day after Good Friday. And so Good Friday gives us that opportunity to strengthen our faith, come together, encourage one another, and realize that no matter what we go through, we can rise again.
For those who are not aware of the deeper meaning of the holiday, Burrows says this is the perfect time to be educated on the topic before it may be too late.
I often say, you know, it's a terrible thing to meet death before you meet God. And so I want to challenge our folks out there who may have doubts, you know, to engage this Easter season and see what the Lord would say to you, see what you can learn, what you can gather from the teachings, from the preaching, from maybe going to a church of your choice and just worshiping and see what God will say to you.
The best way to celebrate the day, according to Burrows, is to attend not just any church, but a Bible-believing one.
A church that preaches the crucifixion, the resurrection, and come together to renew our faith, come together to strengthen our resolve that, hey, even though he suffered and died, we have the assurance that on the third day he rose again, and that's good news for us.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Matthew Martinborough.
For Christians around the world, the Easter season holds deep significance, symbolizing hope, renewal, and the transformative power of the resurrection of Jesus Christ. It's a time of reflection, faith, and spiritual rebirth. Tonight, we take a closer look at the true meaning of Easter and its lasting impact on the Christian faith.
Without the resurrection, we have no hope. Our faith is vain.
According to Christian doctrine, the resurrection of Jesus Christ is the cornerstone of the faith. Without it, the promises of redemption and eternal life would hold no meaning. The Easter season begins with Holy Week, also known as Passion Week, which commemorates the final days of Jesus' life. It includes Maundy Thursday, marking the Last Supper shared between Jesus and his disciples, followed by Good Friday, the solemn day believed to be when Jesus was crucified.
You know, he was buried and put in the tomb on Friday evening after his crucifixion. And of course, during the time of his crucifixion, during his death, he went down into Hades to preach to the spirits held in captivity there so that they can hear the gospel.
But Christians believe there was victory beyond the tomb. The resurrection stands as a pivotal moment in the Christian faith, symbolizing the promise that through Christ, death is not the end, but the beginning of eternal life.
As the Bible says, when the time of the resurrection came, Jesus ascended and he took all those spirits that was held captive and he took them in heaven with him. And so this is the reason why we celebrate resurrection. Not really Easter. Easter, as you know, is originated from a pagan goddess, Astarte, and she has varying names, and one of those names is Easter. And so we choose not to emphasize that. We emphasize the resurrected power of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
For Bishop Cam, the resurrection is more than just a story. It's a living power evident today in the lives of all those who place their faith in Jesus Christ.
We should be commemorating this season with joy, celebration, life, because we have hope beyond the grave. We have hope that no matter what we experience in life, whatever challenges there may be, because Jesus taught us that life is full of trouble. But he says, be of good cheer, for I have overcome the world.
The island of Abaco is home to a dedicated group of volunteer firefighters who are committed to keeping their community safe. With 10 fire stations and more than 21 fire trucks at their disposal, these firefighters have been managing and controlling bush and wildfires for decades. In an exclusive interview with our ZNS News team, 2 chief firefighters from the Marsh Harbor Fire Services sharing their passion, dedication, and the sacrifices they make in the line of duty.
Firefighting isn't always easy, but for the volunteers of Marsh Harbor Fire Services, it's a calling they're proud to answer. With 6 fire trucks at their disposal, including a 40-foot tanker and a 6,000-gallon water tanker, Chief Volunteers Timothy McDonald and Danny Sawyer reflecting on over a decade of service protecting Marsh Harbor and surrounding communities. While their commitment to serving in the line of duty is commendable, they emphasize that they can't do it alone and are calling on the public to step up and join their efforts.
It's just being a volunteer for my community. I was born here, I grew up here. I know everybody knows me, and I guess if some of us don't do it, you won't have anybody to do it, and I'm sure you see it on all the highlands and all the areas in the world, you know, the volunteers. To be a volunteer is something, you know, you want to do.
McDonald and his team have battled fires in Dundas and Murphytown, Great Cistern, Leisure Lee, Spring City, and have also provided assistance in the Treasure Key area. Despite the challenges, he remains fearless.
I don't like to see nobody lose their property or their homes. Hey, I guess the worst could happen, you get burnt. We're just trying to save property, but we be careful. We don't just run into it, we do our best.
When asked what he believes is causing the fires, McDonald had this to say.
One of the main things what I see here, it's a lot of issues. I mean, I could say it, but it don't happen. You got a lot of people burning trash. They burn them for coal, and they burn in the wooded areas.
Chief Volunteer at the Marsh Harbor Fire Services, Danny Sawyer, shares his motivation for battling the wildfires, emphasizing that their efforts are driven by a deep commitment to the community.
We do it for the love of our communities, you know, like Marsh Harbor, Spring City, Dundas, and Murphytown. I've been doing it almost 28 years. You got people on the department been doing it longer than me. And I guess, you know, if we don't do it, who else is going to do it?
Sawyer is encouraging the public to consider joining the cause and lend a helping hand.
Any of the locals here would like to volunteer their services, they can contact me at 477-5901 or Timothy McDonald at 577-1221.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson, Everest.
And still to come.
Bahamas Air and Sea Rescue Association issues boating safety guidelines. That story plus sports and more when the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition returns.
Hear that? If you listen closely, you can hear the heartbeat of a nation. That unique sound of a great country pounding with colorful history, a rich culture, and unwavering ambition. When you look around, you recognize its pulse. The people who love to celebrate, who identify with triumph, a people who know how to be our brother's keeper. Commonwealth Bank, built by Bahamians, here for Bahamians, Bahamians helping Bahamians.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
Celebrate the incredible women in your life this Mother's Day. And don't forget the special offer from Cornet Bahamas. From April 16th to May 16th, enjoy a fantastic 35% off store-wide. That's right, everything you need to show your love and appreciation is on sale. Whether it's a heartfelt gift for mom, a treat for yourself, or something special for that amazing woman in your life, we've got you covered. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Visit any one of our stores today. Make this Mother's Day unforgettable with Cornet Bahamas.
Get ready for the Freeport Business Expo Tourism Edition 2, happening May 1st and 2nd. Network, explore, and grow with top industry leaders. Register today at freeportbusinessexpo.com. Spring into savings and take advantage of Majestic Retail's Yellow Tide sale. Save up to 20% on smart TVs, tablets, Fire Sticks, mini split AC units, pedestal fans, and so much more. They're located in the bonded area. Call them at 351-3936. A deal is guaranteed at Majestic Retails.
Have you ever dreamed of gifting a loved one their own piece of paradise? Now, with Devco's groundbreaking gift initiative, you can turn that very dream into reality. GIFT, which stands for Generational Investment, Friends and Family Trust, is a simple yet powerful way to make property ownership more accessible. Contribute to the 10% down payment in person or team up with friends and family to make it even easier. You can even pay online via direct bank transfer, then submit the required form with just a few taps. The person you gift then enters a manageable 7-year payment plan, or they can pay in full anytime. Imagine the joy of giving the gift of ownership, a piece of the Bahamas, a piece of paradise, right at your fingertips. Now, you can gift for a birthday, a wedding, graduation, Christmas, or simply just because. With Devco's Gift Initiative, you're not just giving a gift, you're gifting a bright future. Devco, where opportunities embrace and gift ownership. Visit gbdevco.com to learn more.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. A series of recent incidents at sea has raised alarm among officials at the Bahamas Air Sea Rescue Association, better known as BASRA. Our Matthew Martinborough spoke with Captain Devon Archer, who shares critical advice for boaters on how to navigate safely and ensure a return to shore.
As the summer months approach, we've had a lot of incidents already on the waters.
That's Captain Devon Archer of the Bahamas Air Sea Rescue Association, most notably recognized as BASRA. Amid a series of recent reports involving missing persons at sea, Captain Archer is offering timely advice for anyone planning to venture out onto the often unpredictable marine terrain.
I need to remind everybody of your safety equipment, life jackets, running lights, horn. You need to have a VHF radio, compass, GPS, fire extinguishers, first aid kits, and flare guns. The most important stuff. I cannot stress the importance of the safety equipment on board the vessel.
Recalling instances like the fisherman duo from the Berry Islands who ran out of fuel and began drifting, eventually ending up in Bimini within just a few hours. He says in emergencies is not just a lifeline, but it can be the difference between rescue and tragedy.
Make sure you have an anchor line and an anchor. In the event that you are broken down, that you are able to anchor the vessel to stay in one place and make it a smaller search area for us to find you.
In addition, Captain Archer emphasizes that one vital step before embarking on any marine journey is to complete a float plan.
And leave that with somebody reliable on shore. So in the event something is wrong, that person can reach out to us and give us the information of that float plan, and we know exactly where to come and find you and get you safely returned to your family.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Matthew Martinborough.
In other news, under the theme, Trust in God with the Outcome, the Zion United Baptist Convention are celebrating their 190th anniversary on Monday, April 21st through Friday the 24th, commemorating the achievement with a motorcade. The motorcade will begin the week-long affair, taking place 2 p.m. Monday afternoon, simultaneously starting from both New Mount Oliver Baptist Church in Holmes Rock and Carvel Zion Baptist Church on Settlers Way in Freeport, making steps along the way and culminating towards the conference venue, the Grand Yulkain Resort. National President of the Zion United Baptist Convention, Reverend Dr. Elvis Burrows, notes the conference aims to be more than just a spiritual gathering.
There are also enormous economic benefits as we bring delegates from around the Bahama Islands. I had conversations with the Ministry of Tourism executives, And one of the things I reminded them of is that we often talk about religious tourism. And here's an opportunity to partnership with us as we are putting heads in beds, feet in vehicles, and of course, hands in restaurants.
Executive Secretary and Convention Chairman Pastor Pauline Pinder shares the goal for this year's conference is to eclipse the near 500 visiting members from last year's event.
We also have friends that came and worshiped with us as well, who were not registered. So we had a very large contingent of persons coming out and supporting and being a part of the convention. So we want to encourage that same atmosphere, that same spirit that we had last year as we celebrate this year in convention.
And that's a look at stories making news. Sports is up next with Jay Philippe, but first a check on the local weather forecast.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
'Cause it's so beautiful.
Here at Island Bedding, we provide Bahamians a local option for factory direct quality sleep products. We have also expanded to include a range of furniture and home accessories. Check out our new living room pieces, including sectional, TV stands, accent tables, and more. Come on down to Island Bedding and feast your eyes on prices you have to see to believe. Located at number 5 Queens Highway, across from Caribbean Veterinarian.
Journey to a serene oasis. Relax. Rejuvenate. Renew. Welcome to Renew Day Spa. For appointments, call 352-RENU.
Guess what? Budget Pest Control has something important to show you. Cobb the termite's former Samus, the super termite. What makes them super? Their ferocious appetite can attack your home from below and above. They even attack forestry. But don't worry. Budget Pest Control has extensively studied this species on Grand Bahama. You can even check out our scientific paper. So you can count on us to protect your investment. Call Budget Pest Control, the termite specialist.
Grand Bahama, get ready. The Freeport Business Expo Tourism Edition is back. Bigger, better, and bolder. Join us May 1st and 2nd of 2025 at the Grand Locayan Convention Center for 2 days of business, networking, innovation, and opportunity. Dive into the latest tourism trend, connect with top industry leaders, and put your brand in the spotlight. Mark your calendar for May 1st and 2nd, the Freeport Business Expo, where business meets tourism. Register now at freeportbusinessexpo.com.
Grand Bahama's premier entertainment theater on wheels is here. Move More Mobile Gaming. With top-tier consoles, immersive sound, and comfy seating, they deliver the ultimate gaming experience straight to your door. Call or WhatsApp 242-441-6153.
Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm Jay Philippe, and welcome to Sports. Day one of Najib Bula Senior Softball Tournament at the Murphytown Park. 3 games on schedule. Let's take a look. In the opening game in ladies play, the Sagoma Nailers from Grand Bahama defeated Abaco Pink Panthers 9-5.
Overall, I'm pleased with the win, but we got some things we got to work on. If we're going to take some hardware home, but for tonight, I'll take the win.
The opening ceremony followed immediately after the ladies' game.
Father, bless this organization even now, and we thank you for all that you're doing.
Last year, y'all showed us so much love and support. We decided to bring the ladies on board this year.
This is the second annual tournament that's been held in honor of a great sportsman and one who achieved much in the softball arena.
Nigel Bull have been very dear to us, so we see it fitting that we come back here.
Now on the men's side, the defending champions, the New Providence Gremlins shut out Eleuthera Sigillians 8-0.
I feel like the defense was on high display today. So I think just offensively, we need to get better throughout the tournament.
And the feature game had Grand Bahamas Quality Wash and Press dominate Abaco 9-1. Watching all the action was Philip Aubrey, who played for more than 50 years, dating back from the 1950s.
Softball's one great game, and enjoyed playing it. And I played for all those years, and it was really good.
Action will continue throughout the weekend with the championship on Sunday night. And ladies and gents, that's your quick check on sports. I'm Jay Philippe. As always, be blessed.
JS Events and JMC TCI presents 8 Mile Rock Homecoming. Sunday, April 20th at Sunset Village Fish Fry, 8 Mile Rock. Featuring live KB, T-Mac, Chino D, and Just Ain't Right, Wilfred Solomon. Backed by the top tier band. Music by Kiko T. Live on the turntables. 8 Mile Rock Homecoming also presents the Last Man Sitting Domino Tournament. Special guest appearance by the Swingers Chocano Group. 8 Mile Rock Homecoming. Sunday, April 20th at Sunset Village Fish Fry, 8 Mile Rock. Gates open at 7 p.m. Showtime at 8 p.m. Tickets are $20 at the gate. Don't miss it. Sunday, April 20th at Sunset Village Fish Fry, 8 Mile Rock. Let the party begin.
What is Business Fit? Business Fit is a group health insurance package offered by BAF Financial. What are some of the benefits of Business Fit? No deductible, dental and vision care, hospital room and board, surgical treatment, labs, medication and drugs, maternity, doctors, clinics, specialist visits, chemotherapy and radiation treatment, air and ground ambulance, and preventative care. Business Fit, offered by BAF Financial.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. ATC customers, claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
How do ideas become plans? Plans become memories.
So you like my new
And dreams become your life.
This is retirement.
Do you remember when hope became a house? When that house became a home? Your ideas are everything, and we're here to help make them happen. Your idea of yes, I can happens here.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
It's the Sabrina Brown Show.
I have the Joe face.
Oh, yes.
And I have the Joe walk. So when I'm finished with this, I'll have double my trouble.
I prepared myself that when the world had a crisis,
If it matters to you, we are talking about it on the Sabrina Brown Show.
The Sabrina Brown Show, Tuesdays at 11 a.m. on 8:10 a.m. The Light.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that is going to do it for us here in the North. I'm Raven Davis. Thank you so much for tuning in. The Bahamas Tonight is coming your way next.
beautiful, talented, and outstanding ladies. 6 categories to determine 1 crown. From Abaco, Bimini, Cat Island, New Providence, Long Island, Exuma, Maguana, San Salvador, and Paradise Island. It's the 2025 Miss Teen Universe Bahamas Pageant. Get your tickets today. Preliminaries Friday, April 25th at the Atlantis Theater, Paradise Island. $45 at eventbrite.com. And the grand finale Sunday, April 27th, also at the Atlantis Theater. Tickets $65 at bahamaseTickets.com. A special guest appearance all the way from India, the reigning Miss Teen Universe. It's a night that's set to be spectacular. Miss Teen Universe Bahamas 2025. Don't you miss it.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the National Report. Thousands around the country commemorating an important moment on the Christian calendar. A verbal spat turns deadly. Police now investigating the circumstances surrounding the country's latest homicide. In sports, Team Bahamas gets set for Carifta. The Bahamas tonight, the National Report starts now. Well, good evening and welcome to the broadcast. Hope all of you are having a blessed Good Friday. Religious services held throughout the country marking Christ's crucifixion and death. Good Friday is considered among the most sacred days on the Christian calendar. And our Corval Pyfrom tells us how believers observed the day.
At the Vatican, to churches all across the globe, and right here in the Bahamas, believers gathered for Good Friday services. The day Christians mark the final day of Jesus' life here on earth before making the ultimate sacrifice for mankind, giving his own life. At St. George's Anglican Church, parishioners worshipped while the youngsters were gearing up for a dramatic production.
It's an opportunity for our youth, our Sunday school, our CYM, all of our other youth organizations, our drama club, our dance team, all of those organizations to show their talents that God has given them.
Worshippers flocked to Good Friday Mass at St. Francis Xavier Cathedral. Meanwhile, pastor at Mount Pleasant Green Baptist Church, Calvin Roll, says this year his church is taking its message to the community.
This year we decided to wear shirts because it's more like an outreach, because we can't stay in our four walls. We have to go, the word says that we have to go into all the world and preach the gospel.
And getting out of the four walls of the church is exactly what the new Oasis of Love Kingdom Ministries did this Good Friday by holding its service literally in the nation's living room, under a tent in Rawson Square in downtown Nassau, where even visitors to the country were able to worship on this most significant day through praise, worship, and yes, even dance. The faithful in this country and those visiting join Christians from around the globe as they mark this most solemn of days. They trace the last few hours of Jesus, and while it is a somber moment, they anxiously and eagerly await his resurrection. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Corval Pyfrom.
Well, it was no ordinary day for parishioners of Changes Ministries International in the Sea Grapes Shopping Plaza this Good Friday as they lined outside of the church doors, eager to get a bite out of some of those tasty fried fish, banana pancakes, conch and grits, along with peas and rice. It's all a part of the church's family Fish Fry Day event, which began with a church service hours before the big feast to mark the crucifixion of Jesus Christ.
We have giveaways for the kids, and we also have an entertainer, a comedian, Mullers. He's going to be entertaining us. And what we do around the change on Good Friday is we give into our partners here at the church. And then on tomorrow, Saturday, we are going to be doing a giveaway at the Rubus gas station, where we'll be randomly giving persons free gas. And we're also going to be at the traffic light. We're going to be giving away gallons of water. And then we're going to be giving the kids sweet treats, bags of sweet treats for the kids. So Resurrection Sunday, we believe, for Resurrection Weekend on Good Friday, God gave us best. So we take this entire weekend and we give back to the community.
And that Easter giveaway expected to take place near the Fox Hill and Prince Charles Rubus gas station, and outreach expected to cater to 100 Bahamians.
We base it on the premises of God gave, He sacrificed. And so as a church, we sacrifice in the finances of this church. We sacrifice to give back, because the scripture says, when I was naked, did you clothe me? When I was hungry, did you feed me? And so we want to be seen as a church that blesses the community. And so it's our objective this weekend to bless persons in the community.
All residents in the Golden Gates community doing things a little different to collect that scrumptious traditional meal. LaDon Davis tells us more.
Families tucked away in their vehicles told an extensively long line to grab a succulent fried fish dinner. Several residents we spoke to say it beats the kitchen heat any day.
It's a wonderful thing that she's feeding me on Good Friday, and I did not have to provide my fish or fry it.
They didn't want to cook. The Spirit of the Lord say, come here, Pia, having something. Look at what happened. She's having something. She's doing good for the community.
The drive-up fish fry has become an annual event in the Golden Gates community on Good Friday for about 4 years now, all thanks to its area member of Parliament Minister, the Honourable Pia Glover-Roll, and her dynamic team. The Golden Gates MP says putting smiles on the faces of her constituents, especially during the Easter season, is a blessing.
It's a time for the community to come together, as always. Every time we get to come together, we're building relationships, and that's what's important for me. And as we build relationships, we build trust. So as you can see, again, it's overwhelmingly supported, as always. We usually serve about 500 meals, and people still hang around afterwards just to fellowship. So I look forward to this tradition with Golden Gates, and I hope that we can continue to do it for many, many more years to come.
Glover-Roll says what brings her even more joy is that each year the number of residents taking full advantage of the drive-up fish fry far exceeds the 500 mark.
This is a day off. This is a holiday, and many of the mothers and fathers don't have to go to the stove. They can have a hot, delicious meal. They can fellowship with the community. So there's always a sense of appreciation. And of course, we're bringing back the tradition. Sometimes people say, you know, we want to do fish, but we can't afford fish, or we can't get fish. So the opportunity for us to bring back the tradition of the fried fish on a Good Friday has also been readily accepted.
Minister Glover-Roll says the kids aren't left out, though, as an Easter fair is expected to take place for them on Saturday at the Golden Gates Pebbles Park. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm LaDon Davis.
Spreading love and cheer this Good Friday. Coming up, Bahamas Air passengers implements or gets a new baggage fees. That and more when we come back.
It has the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of. Now it's here. Commonwealth Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly approval. It's a service that just comes naturally to us, just like how love of tradition comes naturally to you. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Irresistible taste of a KFC big deal, some people will do anything. KFC, it's finger licking good.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. BTC customers, claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
What if I told you Wendy's has a new burger? With a flavor so secret, it's almost too delicious to handle. Well, now it's time to unlock that flavor. Try the new sweet and smoky barbecue cheeseburger. We can't tell you everything, but we can tell you that it's packed with flavor, including our secret barbecue sauce. Try the new sweet and smoky barbecue cheeseburger today. Available for a limited time. Limited time. Limited time.
Easter celebrates generosity, and this bunny agrees. He's busy showing his generosity this season. At the paint place, we're having a 20% store-wide sale. Our gift to you: stop by and get colors that allow you to paint it right the first time.
How do ideas become plans? Plans become memories.
So you like my new room?
And dreams become your life.
This is retirement.
Do you remember when hope became a house? When that house became a home? Your ideas are everything, and we're here to help make them happen. Your idea of yes, I can happens here.
Are you straight?
Bro, I ain't getting no service. I can't make no calls. I can't post nothing on my stories. I don't get it.
Wait, you on the live? Shad, come, let's fix that. Come. This one needs saving. Pour them over, please.
Say less. Sign up today. Enjoy 5 gigs on us with select prepaid plans when you port your number to Alive, or 3 months free Alive Fiber services when you port your landline.
Nassau, get ready! You Be Fit Fun Run Walk Bike Skate Push Race Weekend is coming! April 25th through the 27th. Complete your 5K, 10K, or 15K virtually. Or join the big race at the Oaksfield campus on Saturday, April 26th at 6 a.m. Form a team and register at Chapter 1 Bookstore or online at ubfit.ub.edu.bs. Thanks to our title sponsor, Doctors Hospital Health System. Platinum sponsor, Baker Tilly. Gold sponsors, Island Law, Commonwealth Bank, and Fidelity Bank. Bronze sponsor, Shell Western Supply and Trading Limited. Additional sponsors include Deloitte, J.S. Johnson, BWA, Commonwealth Fury Limited, Nassau Agencies, Bahamas First, NUA, Caribbean Bottling Company, John Bull, Thompson Trading, Leno, Walk-In Clinic, and BTC. You Be Fit Year 8, Saturday, April 26th. For more info, call 424-8887.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, where safety is first.
A man is dead and another in hospital following what police say was a verbal altercation that turned deadly at an establishment in the Foxhill community Thursday night. Our Corval Python was back on the scene this morning, where friends of the victim still had a lot of doubt and even more questions.
Tonight, friends of the man who died outside the Swingers Lounge nightclub along Dorset Street in Fox Hill are saddened and stunned by his death. Today, many still had questions.
That boy tried to make it to his door. The blood stains going to his door. If policemen them will investigate, they could find out exactly what happened. They don't investigate, man. They incriminate.
Bloodstains on the ground show where the victim took his last steps headed back to his residence. Eyewitnesses we spoke to who did not wish to appear on camera give a different account of what happened here, telling ZNS News that this was the result of a freak accident. Police, though, maintain this was the terrible result of an altercation that led to a fatal shooting.
ShotSpotter technology alerted police control room to gunshots that were being discharged in this area. EMS and officers responded and discovered 2 victims at this location. One of the victims was shot in the upper body and was transported to a hospital, while the second victim had multiple gunshots and died on scene.
Some of the witnesses who live in the area and gathered near the scene of last night's incident allege the deceased, who they identify as Derek Smith, a man in his mid-40s, who they called Chubby, died after falling and hitting his head on these rocks outside. Describes him as a nice person, a father who had just said goodbye to his girlfriend and 2 daughters who went away for the long holiday weekend.
He don't bother nobody. Anytime I need something to do, I come for Chubby right there.
This incident remains under active police investigation. Police using the opportunity to again appeal to the public to work on conflict resolution. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Corvell Pyfrom.
Well, get ready to pay new baggage fees if you're traveling on Bahamas Air anytime soon. Your first checked bag, $35. The second one, $55. The third checked bag will cost you $95, and 4 bags or more, $125 each. Bahamas Air officials indicating in a statement that these fee changes will help ensure the national flight carrier can continue to enhance the travel experience, invest in service improvements, and maintain its role as a leading airline connecting Bahamians and visitors to and from the Bahamas. Minister responsible for Bahamas Air, Deputy Prime Minister, the Honorable Chester Cooper, believes this increase coincides with Bahamas Air's intent to remain competitive in the airline industry.
We want to be fair in the fees that we're charging. We understand that we're providing a service, and that's why the fees to Family Islands are lower and more lenient than the fees on international travel. But certainly every Bahamian, when Bahamas Air pull up and you see that logo on the tail and you're in the Miami or Fort Lauderdale Airport, you're overwhelmed by a sense of pride. So we got to continue to improve Bahamas Air, and it takes money to do it.
Well, stay with us. ZNS Total Sports is up next.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Diet-friendly special.
Do you ever just want more?
But wait, there's Marco's! Introducing the More Marco's menu, packed with your favorites starting at just $6. Like our warm, golden baked cheesy bread, crispy stuffed risotto. How about a hot, fresh, medium one-topping pizza, subs, calzones, pizza bowls, and more. Starting at just $6. Certain restrictions apply. More variety, more value, more Marco's. Order today at Marco's Pizza, Bahamas.
Are you a Bahamian artist? Do you love your Bahamian culture? Are you ready for an opportunity of a lifetime? Keep the Vibe Alive Music Group cordially invites you to submit your unreleased Rake and Scrape single now and join the League of Extraordinary Musical Talents. We're seeking authenticity, innovation, and the quintessential Bahamian flair that sets your music apart. To showcase your talent on Island Jams Volume 3. So, simply share your private YouTube, SoundCloud links, or MP3 with us via email at keepthevibelive242@gmail.com. Our ears are tuned to greatness, and we can't wait to discover the next start of Raise Our Island Jams album series. Join hands with the best of the best as we craft a musical journey that echoes through time. Don't miss your chance to shine among the brightest musical talents. Songwriters, producers, artists, and become a part of Island Jams Volume 3.
Celebrate the incredible women in your life this Mother's Day. And don't forget the special offer from Cornet Bahamas. From April 16th to May 16th, enjoy a fantastic 35% off store-wide. That's right, everything you need to show your love and appreciation is on sale. Whether it's a heartfelt gift for mom, a treat for yourself, or something special for that amazing woman in your life, we've got you covered. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Visit any one of our stores today. Make this Mother's Day unforgettable with Cornet Bahamas.
This portion of the news is brought to you by 700 Wines and Spirits, bringing celebration across the nation.
Welcome to Sports on this Good Friday. I'm Charles Fisher. Let's not waste any time. Get to it. The Garifta Track and Field and Swimming Championships a day away. Let's check in first with Shane Stubbs from Trinidad and Tobago with the swim team.
This 2025 Garifta update from Trinidad and Tobago brought to you by KFC Nassau, J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, Comfort Suites Paradise Island, Original Patties, Water and Sewerage, and the Dalbinas Agency.
Team Bahamas is feeling pretty acclimated with the National Aquatic Center's 50-meter pool as they get ready for competition tomorrow morning. The swimmers got their first feel of the pool Thursday morning, and Coach Trevano McPhee says the session couldn't have gone any better.
The kids are on a routine right now of getting up for the past week or so at 6 a.m. just to get the body in rhythm. So we wanted to keep that rhythm this morning. We got up around the same time, ate breakfast, got on the bus, which will be our routine for the next 4 or 5 days. We got in here, we got a good hour session, and like I said, the swimmers look pretty good. Saturday we have the 400 freestyle relay. The kids are ready for it. They're already asking who was going first, second, third, or fourth, but we just got to keep them a little more hungrier, get a good, nice rest tonight.
As far as the facility goes, he says it's top-notch, and its infrastructure provides a great atmosphere for the competition.
This is a very fast pool. I had the privilege of training in this and swimming in this when I was a swimmer. Very good atmosphere, very fast pool, like they say. So once they feel fast, we are good to go.
As a gold medalist at last year's games, Kamaya Sanders says she's on a mission to redeem herself in the 200-meter breaststroke, which is one of the first events this coming Saturday.
I'm really excited. My first event is the 200-meter breaststroke, so hopefully I make a comeback, and a great comeback at that, because 2023 and 2024 I'm trying to just make podium, get a good time, cut off some time. I have really high expectations for us. I know most of us are going to get on the podium, definitely cut off a lot of time, and even if like our team doesn't get a podium, we still did good in the end, and we still put our best foot forward and performed really well.
The competition kicks off tomorrow with the girls' 800-meter freestyle, followed by the girls' and boys' 200-meter breaststroke. They'll transition into the 50-meter backstroke, 100-meter butterfly, boys' 1500-meter freestyle, and the 4x100-meter freestyle relays.
Well, it's safe to say Team Bahamas is pumped up and ready to take home their 7th straight title. From Trinidad and Tobago for ZNS Total Sports, I'm Shane Stubbs.
Thanks, Shane. Now we make a trek to track and field with Ahmed Alno.
Happy Good Friday, Bahamas. Team Bahamas' track and field team completing their first practice session on Friday morning at the Hazley Crawford Stadium. The jumpers, sprinters, hurdlers, pole vaulters, javelin throwers, all out getting warm ahead of start of competition on Saturday morning. Now we managed to catch up with team captain Zion Miller along with sprinter Kylie Wallace.
The weather is hot, but it isn't too bad, so gives me a little confidence to come out here and be able to know that I could execute my race comfortably. I just stay hydrated, try to avoid the sun, and just get the work done without complaining.
How's the team feeling?
The team's feeling great spiritually, mentally, physically. Everyone's ready, prepared to go to war. It's a big 3 days. This is one of the fastest Gariftas I've been in track, so everyone's coming together as one, we're just going out there to do our best.
I feel good. I'm ready to execute that I need to. Since we had the church service, the pastor really told me what to say, like God did it, like God can help me execute all these vlogs and at least try PR with a new PB.
Now, as for jumper Joshua Williams, he medaled at last year's games in Grenada, and he hopes to do the same here in Trinidad and Tobago.
I feel good right now, getting my jumps together, high jump and long jump, trying to put it all together for the competition on Sunday.
Obviously, you medaled last year. Just tell me a bit about your expectations for this year.
My expectation is to medal again, hopefully win again, go double again, and come up with the gold.
Of course, competition beginning Saturday morning as Team Mamas will take to the field in the boys under 17 javelin, as well as the girls under 17 javelin as well. We'll have highlights from you from Saturday session, as well as some highlights from the opening ceremony on Friday evening. For my cameraman Ashley Taylor and Mama Jal Knowles signing out from Trinidad and Tobago, ZNS Total Sports.
This 2025 Carifta update from Trinidad and Tobago was brought to you by KFC Nassau, J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, Comfort Suites Paradise Island, Original Patties, Water and Sewerage, and the Dalbinas Agency.
Carifta not the only thing going on this weekend. Let's make a smooth boat ride over to Cat Island and the Cat Island Fish Off. On deck is Eugene Stewart.
A point per fish and a point per pound. That's the name of the game. Down home at the 7th annual Cat Island Fish Off Tournament. The fishermen getting their start early Thursday morning and coming back to shore in the evening with their ocean prizes. Fishermen also getting bonus points for the catch and removal of the lionfish species. After a day of diving and spearfishing, the boaters weighing in on their catches and performance of the day.
So our strategy today was basically just go with the spots that we're familiar with, not too deep. You know, this wasn't our strong suit our strong case in the begin with. So basically, this is our first time out, you know, in the competition. So we just wanted to put some, you know, some fish on the table.
We had a rough day going out. We ran out of gas twice, had to come back into shore, get some more fuel. So we got our best foot forward and hopefully we can try to bring up the points.
It was rough out there. We had to scrap and make everything count. So hopefully next year it turns out better.
It was just basically everybody sticking together. I just told them what they got to do. I just using the experience with everybody else to do what they got to do.
And for the first time in the tournament's history, a three-way tie between first place as the crew of Salt Life, the Healer, and Brody's, all finishing with 97 points, the Three Amigos finishing with 61 points, and the Lady G with 32 points. Before the start of competition, each vessel receiving an inspection for standard and safety protocols. The Good Friday special getting off to an 8:40 a.m. start as the 6-vessel group darted to their fishing spots. Now with today being line fishing, you can expect bigger catches when these fishermen return to shore. From Spitz Bay, Cat Island, reporting for ZNS Total Sports, I'm Eugene Stewart.
Thanks, Eugene. That's going to put a wrap on Good Friday Sports. Hope you enjoy. Have yourself a great, safe weekend.
What is it? Oh, ghost pepper burger. Chicken. I always at Popeyes, so let me just come and taste that chicken. Wow. Nice, crunchy. This is off the chisholm.
Wow, that is way better than I expected. Very spicy, extremely spicy actually. The bread is very soft. The chicken is juicy. Yeah, that's spicy food.
Alive Business is giving you a chance to win a brand new office suite. Compliments of custom computers, Boss, Huawei, and Royal Bank of Canada. It's simple. Just pay your Alive bill on time and keep your account current or sign up for Alive Business Fiber. Boost productivity, enhance your office space, and take your business to the next level. Don't miss out. Stay connected, stay current, and you could be the big winner. For more information, call the experts at 242-601-8911.
Have you ever dreamed of gifting a loved one their own piece of paradise? Now, with Depco's groundbreaking gift initiative, you can turn that very dream into reality. Gift which stands for Generational Investment, Friends and Family Trust, is a simple yet powerful way to make property ownership more accessible. Contribute to the 10% down payment in person or team up with friends and family to make it even easier. You can even pay online via direct bank transfer, then submit the required form with just a few taps. The person you gift then enters a manageable 7-year payment plan, or they can pay in full anytime. Imagine the joy of giving the gift of ownership, a piece of the Bahamas, a piece of paradise, right at your fingertips. Now, you can gift for a birthday, a wedding, graduation, Christmas, or simply just because. With Devco's Gift Initiative, you're not just giving a gift, you're gifting a bright future. Devco, where opportunities embrace and gift ownership. Visit gbdevco.com to learn more.
Well, time now for your Good Friday weather check with Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean. Basil?
Good evening, Desmond. We have rather dry conditions throughout the 700 Islands. Not even a speck of rain on our live weather radar. And boating forecast tonight, well, that's brought to you by Live Business, where we bulk up your business. For all areas tonight through Saturday, the winds are going to be easterly, pretty much strong winds, 15 to 25 knots. They will be gusting up to 35 knots or more at times. Very rough sea conditions at 5 to 8 feet over the ocean. Now, your high tide, that will take place at 30 minutes past midnight, with a low tide at 7:05 tomorrow morning. And then on Sunday, for all areas, the winds become southeast, falling off just a bit, but still strong, 15 to 20 knots, so that advisory will be bumped down to a caution flag with the wave heights at 4 to 7 feet. Now, the low tide on Sunday, 8 in the morning, high tide at 1:47 in the afternoon. And now for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Come on, Jehovah, say it. Jehovah, you. Say it. In you. In you. There you are. Oh, Jehovah. Jehovah, you. I trust. Say it. Show me how to do it, y'all. In you. I believe. Say it. Say it. I believe you.
And that's going to do it for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. Now, your temperatures around the islands: Marshall, Babaco, 75, 78 in Green Toll Key, and in Freeport, Grand Bahama, the Berry Islands at 78. Oh, in Bimini, we have a temperature just 75 degrees, and then we're picking up some 80 degrees. That's in the Fresh Creek, Central Andros, 82 in Kemps, Bayside Andros, and Black Point, Exuma, Artistown, Cadallen, 82. And pick up more 82s in Rum Key and also in Georgetown, Exuma. Ragged Island, Clarence Sound, Long Island, and Crooked Island at 81. Betsy Bay, Maguana, 82. Ackland's 82. Matthew-Tany, Nagua at 81 degrees, and the Turks and Caicos Islands at 82 degrees. Satellite pictures are showing high pressure firmly in control of our weather with those very brisk winds, 15 to 25 knots, so the rough seas will continue for the next couple of days. Frontal boundary that passed through several days ago, look, it's all the way near the northern Leeward Islands. Very seldom it gets that far south, but that will continue to push towards the south and east. Your forecast tonight, we're looking at clear to partly cloudy and still very breezy with a low temperature of 72 degrees. And then tomorrow, it's going to be partly sunny and breezy again with a high temperature of 80 degrees. Extended weather forecast looking like this. Beautiful days, lots of sunshine in the forecast. Nighttime temperatures not bad at all. They will remain mild, and you'll even get 1 or 2 upper 60s here in the capital. But as you go into extreme northwest Bahamas around Grand Bahama, Abaco, yeah, they will be seeing some mid to upper 60s for the next couple of days. Desmond.
Thanks, Basil. That does it for the Bahamas tonight, the National Report. For all of us here at ZNS News, thank you so much for watching. Have a good night and continue to enjoy.
At Centerville, I'm LaDawn Davis. This is ZNS.
Passover is the biggest Jewish festival of the year. Thousands come to Jerusalem to thank God for releasing their ancestors from Egyptian slavery. Jesus' entrance creates a storm. The prophet Zechariah predicted that a new king of the Jews would enter the city on a donkey.
Where is he now? He's just entered the city on a donkey.
See, your king comes to you, righteous and victorious, humble and riding on a donkey. Where's he headed?
Towards the temple.
This agitator from Galilee, he's trouble. The crowds, how are they responding? And the Romans, have they made any move yet?
No.
Well, so far. He must not interfere with Passover. God will bring his wrath down upon all of us. And who knows what Pilate will do if the crowds run out of control. Nicodemus, go with Malchus. If he enters the temple, watch him. Do not blink. I need to know everything. Go.
Why don't you make us free? Save us from the Romans, Lord!